My dear children, welcome to the Google Classroom again. How are you all? Hope you all are safe, happy and enjoying e-learning at home. We have successfully completed our second lesson, Rocks and Minerals. I am sure you all have studied both the textbook and notebook very well. And if I ask any question from any part of the lesson, you should answer it immediately. Will you? Yes, majority is saying yes, but somebody is sitting silent there. So I will ask you one simple question. What is the first sentence of lesson 2 in your textbook? You all have read the text. What is the first sentence? Don't know. Somebody is saying there. Yes, the earth is made up of soil and rocks. Those who didn't answer my question should read the text 3 times today itself. Okay. So we have studied about rocks in detail in our second lesson. Now what is soil? How soil is formed? Do you know what all things the soil contains? What is the composition of soil? Which are the different types of soil? Is the soil important for our life? Is there any need to conserve or protect the soil? Yes, we have to study so many things about soil. So today let's discuss about soil in detail. So let's start with our third lesson, soil erosion and conservation. What is soil? Soil is the upper layer of the earth. The topmost layer of the earth has soil. And how the soil is formed? Soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks into small pieces, and this process is called as weathering. Weathering can be caused due to animals, plants, flowing water, wind and also due to weather changes. So what is weathering? The breaking down of rocks into small pieces is called as weathering. And which are the factors that causes weathering? Animals, plants, flowing water, wind and also weather changes. So let's see how soil is formed. Soil formation is a long time process. It takes thousands of years to form the soil that we see today. Millions and millions of years ago, our earth's surface was covered with rocks. These rocks were heated due to the sun and cooled by the rain. Because of this continuous heating and cooling, a crack was formed on the rock surface. Crack means a break. A break was formed on the rock surface. And again after so many years, this break became large and rocks began to break down into smaller rock pieces. Again, due to the action of flowing water and wind, these rock pieces were broken down into smaller and smaller pieces. For example, flowing water and wind carried away the rock pieces along with it. These rocks knock each other and broken down into smaller and smaller pebbles. These pebbles were again broken down into fine sand grains, then clay and finally soil is formed. Tiny soil particles are formed. Then plants began to grow in the soil. When they die and decay, they got mixed with the soil itself. Then when animals appeared, after their death and decay, they also got mixed with the soil. So this is how soil is formed. Millions and millions of years ago, our earth's surface was covered with rocks. These rocks were heated by the sun and cooled by the rain. Because of continuous heating and cooling, a crack was formed on the rock surface. Again after so many years, the crack became large and rocks began to break down into smaller and smaller rock pieces. Then due to the action of flowing water and wind, this rock pieces again broken down into small pebbles and then fine sand grains and finally tiny soil particles were formed. Now, what all things the soil contain? What is the composition of soil? For understanding that, let's do one simple experiment. Take a beaker filled with water, then put some soil in it. Put some soil in it. Then mix it well. Now keep it aside for 5 or 6 hours. Okay, you all do this experiment at home. It is a very simple experiment. Take a beaker, fill it with water, put some soil in it, then mix it well and keep it for 5 or 6 hours without disturbing. Then you can see layers of soil formed. See this. After 5 or 6 hours, you can see the soil settle down in layers. At the bottom, there is a layer of small stones or pebbles. Just above that, you can see a layer of sand with greater particle size. Above that, there is a layer of clay with fine particle size. At the topmost layer, you can see the dead remains of plants like twigs and leaves, and also dead insects floating in the water. This is humus. So what is humus? Humus is the dead remains of plants and animals. This humus makes the soil fertile. So all of you do this experiment at home and see the layers of soil. So what all things the soil contain? Soil contains small stones called pebbles, then sand, clay, humus, also water and air. Soil also contains air. The space between the soil particles has oxygen. Now which are the different types of soil? This you have studied, I think. Yes, sandy soil, clayey soil and loamy soil. Sandy soil contains more amount of sand. You can see it in the beaches. Clayey soil contains more amount of clay that you can see in the ponds and river beds. And loamy soil is a mixture of sandy soil and clayey soil. And it is rich in humus. We studied that humus makes the soil fertile. Humus is the dead remains of plants and animals. So loamy soil is the best soil for plant growth. So soil differs in their color, texture and particle size. Different soil have different colors. This color depend on the minerals present in the soil and also the dead remains of plants and animals present in the soil. Depend on that, the color of soil will be different. Then texture. Texture means how do you feel when you touch it. For example, take some garden soil and also some soil from the roadside. Which one will be smooth? Yes, the garden soil will be smooth. This shows that soil differs in texture. And also soil differs in the size of the particles. We said sandy soil has larger particle size. Clayey soil is fine. It has fine particle size. So soil differs in their color, texture and particle size. And what is the importance of soil? Yes, soil is very important for life. Plants use the nutrients from the soil for their growth. Animals depend on the plants either directly or indirectly for their food. So if there is no soil, plants cannot grow. If there is no plants, animals cannot live. So soil is very important for our life. Soil is also home to many animals. For example, rabbits make burrows in the soil. Then earthworms centipede, millipede, ants, etc. live in the soil. So soil is home to many animals. Many animals live in the soil. And also soil is used to make pottery, bricks and tiles. So soil is very important for us. So today we have discussed about the formation of soil, composition of soil and also the importance of soil. Hope you all have understood the topic. You read the text page number 17 and 18. From the notebook, you study question number 1, 4, 5 from fill in the blanks. Question number 1 and 2 from name the following and question number 1 and 2 from answer the following. A YouTube URL is attached along with us showing the formation of soil. Watch the video. A test paper is also attached along with us. Do the test and submit it. Study well. Read the textbook. Let's meet in the next class with another topic. Thank you.